Bo is the son of a former vice premier, making him a princeling, the child of an incumbent, retired or late national leader. Princelings have earned a reputation for being above the law, and at times some felt that he was more concerned with his own rise to power rather than China as a whole. But why did the party choose to make an example of him? Joining us via Skype, we have Henry Gao, Associate Professor of Law at Singapore Management University. Thanks for coming on Link Asia.
You're welcome.
What was Bo's real crime?
Well, as far as the Communist Party is concerned, I don't think they are worried too much if he's corrupted, how much money he takes from the people, or if he commits murder or anything. I think his real crimes to the Communist Party are two. First of all, at a crucial time of a power transition, he stepped out of line when everybody was supposed to be perfectly aligned with the central government. And second, he campaigned publicly for the Politburo seat, while these kind of campaigns were supposed to be kept to private, not to be done publicly. But he chose to do it publicly, and this really offended the elders in the party.
Now, why is that particularly heinous as far as the Communist Party is concerned?
The way the party operates, every time when there was a power transition, the party always tried to do this secretly. It's always handled by a small group of elders among the top echelons of the party. So either you are invited, I mean, it's just like a private party. Either you are invited or you are not invited, but you cannot just go around and tell people that I want to be in the party. You can't do that.
Thanks. Henry Gao teaches Chinese law at Singapore Management University. And as the trial got underway, journalists and netizens alike lit up social media with updates from the scene unfolding outside the courthouse and weighed in on the trial's outcome. Users commented on the Jinan Court's official Weibo post announcing Bo's trial. One user wrote, "What he did is nothing compared to what other greedy officials have done. He is the victim of political infighting." Another said, "No matter who you are, no matter how high your rank or how much power you have, if you break the law and if you hurt people's rights and the party, you should be punished. No exceptions." This one backed Bo Xilai, saying, "Bo is a hero. Every official has done something bad. Bo must be a threat to other people's success, so they want to get rid of him." And as Bo began his testimony, his media savvy was apparent as he questioned Zhu Ming, a businessman who was charged with funneling millions of dollars in bribes to Mr. Bo and his family. Commenting on Jinhua newspaper's post on the interaction between the two men during the trial, one user noted, "Bo must watch a lot of American TV shows. He could be a good lawyer or at least a good actor." Users also analyzed photos posted on the court's Weibo page of Bo Xilai. This one shows the 6'1" Bo dwarfed by guards on either side. It was reposted over 65,000 times. Chinese dissident artist Ai Weiwei posted a doctored version to his Instagram account, placing himself as one of the guards. Jokes aside, Chinese netizens are eager for the outcome of what is expected to be a two-day trial, but they acknowledge that the verdict and Bo's fate seems predetermined and echo some analysts who say the trial is just for show. And this user wrote following day one of the trial, "There is no surprise. Everything just follows the process step by step."
Now on US airwaves, a global channel of uncompromising stories. World news, documentaries, entertainment, and culture. Link TV, connecting you to the world. For more information, visit linktv.org.